Welcome to the Preneur LIfe, the #1 channel for faith-based leaders. Have you ever wondered the formula for progress? Today we're going to have it on the conversation and we're going to solve for X at the end. Stick with us in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So let's talk today about what the formula for progress actually is. I have 3 for you today, and we're going to solve for this thing called X2 at the end, so stick with us to be able to get it. Number 1 is personal activity. So what does that really mean? If you're like me, you get up every day because you have personal activity that you're looking to accomplish, and all of us have 24 hours in a day, as you can probably see right here. And Colossians 3, all right, 23 to 24, it's going to pop right on your screen, kind of explains exactly what it really means to be able to get to work each and every day under the authority of God. But one thing I really want to point out was really interesting is that out of that 24 hours, you're probably working what, 8.8 hours out the day on average. And we looked it up. It's pretty interesting that look at 2 hours and 53 minutes is actually productive in working time. That's more probably for white collar. I'm not saying that's for everybody that's working, but on general basis, I thought that was a crazy fact, by the way. But if you look at that, the whole purpose of us having personal activity is for us to be able to create income. Now, what do you have income for? You have income for what? Your expenses, you have income for entertainment, you have income for what? Investment. So your hands working each and every day, you go into work, it's supposed to produce income. What do we do with that income? That income is going to be brought to what we call products. Okay, so that is the second P, products. Now, what are some products you can be putting your income in right now? Maybe you start thinking about it. Well, maybe you can use what? Real estate. Maybe you can use banks. Maybe you can use the stock market. Maybe you can use crypto. Maybe you're over here using insurance as well. Those are 5 different ways you can put your money into. And maybe you have some other things, other businesses, people. There's many things you can be doing right now with your money. But the real key is that wherever you put your money into in that product, the key is that your money is supposed to expand. Your money's supposed to grow. Your money's supposed to move outside of you personally working. So it's supposed to be working with you. So now you are working, and now your money is working with you through that product as well. So let's kind of go through some of these together really quickly. Real estate. Some people might use it as an option for a product, but is it inflated? I don't know. I just moved from California to Texas, and from California, the housing market is crazy right now, but we're kind of seeing that throughout the whole country. So I don't know. I'm seeing people buy at the top of the market, but is it going to pop? We have no clue what's going to happen. Maybe you have, a better compliment on that or more information than I have, but we'll see. Maybe use your money into a bank right now. You say, I'm going to use my hard-earned money that I work, 40 hours a week, 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week. Maybe you have a part-time job. Maybe you're doing something on the side. You're selling on the side. You're 1099, you're W-2, whatever you're doing. You take that money, you go put it into a bank, but low interest. I don't know if you're going to a bank that gives you high interest, but usually it's low interest there. If you look at the stock market, you're probably seeing that based on what's been happening with the pandemic, what's been going on with COVID-19, looking like we are getting out of it, but it looks like we're kind of getting pulled right back into it. A lot of things are happening right now. So the stock market is going up and down. Then you have what? Crypto. Maybe you're using crypto, but the real question for you is, do you really understand it? I don't know. Maybe you understand it, maybe you don't. And some people are using insurance, but a lot of people have this perspective that insurance is what? Very expensive. Whatever one you're using for yourself, the whole purpose again is for that product to make your money work just the same way that you're working. So now you have what? 2 streams working, you and now your product working. And then the third one is people. Now this is the one that I would call it's almost the X factor. This is where a lot of people unfortunately are not stepping into. It's using human capital, okay? Human capital, which in essence just equals passive income. Think about it for yourself. You have your personal, which is active income, okay? Then you're right here. This is not something you're actively doing. Someone's actually probably managing it for you. But right here, if you look at the third one, this is more what? Passive income. Regardless if you're working or not, is still what? Moving for you. Is your money still working for you? But the key is really when you start looking at this is 24-hour production. What are some companies that you're probably familiar with that actually follow this concept? Like maybe Amazon, like Jeff Bezos. Can you imagine Jeff Bezos right now if he was the only one in the warehouse making all the products and distributing all the products for Amazon right now? How big would they be? It wouldn't be big at all. So one thing that he's really good at is what? Hiring, recruiting, developing. And because he does that, his production is increasing exponentially. Next is what? Tesla. Can you imagine Elon Musk, the only person that's creating the electric car right now? No, he has a lot of people. He invests in a lot of human capital so he can be able to what? Exponentially grow. Facebook, Walmart, Starbucks. Like, think about McDonald's. The whole purpose of human capital is to increase what? Their productivity, which in essence increases what? Passive income, which allows you to outpace 1 and 2. Now, you might have 1. Well, a lot of people do, because in America, you have to work to what? To create some income to cover all the things we talked about. You may even have both of these, which is 1 and 2, because you might be using these products. But it's very rare to have 3 out of 3. And if you do, and which I hope and I encourage you that you do step into that. If you haven't been talking about opening a business for yourself, an LLC, an S Corp, a C Corp, or doing something on the side, maybe 1099 and something, working on, a sales job on the side, highly recommend it, because if you have these 3, the X for yourself, I told you I'll give this to you if you stay with us until the end. The X equals you will be free. Free, which means I can do anything I want to do anytime I want to do it. And I believe that if you are watching this video and you live anywhere around this country, around the world, I promise you're looking for free will. And free will allows you to have those options. And we want our option accounts to increase. Don't you want the options to be able to go with your family and choose where you go to eat? Don't you want the option to be able to put the clothes on your back that you want to, the car you want to drive, the house you want to live in, where your kids go to school? All these different things are definition of having options or not having those options. And we truly believe if you have these 3, your option account has just increased. So with that will be our conversation here today. Hopefully you take part in these 3 to help you progress in the formula of progression so you can be free as well.